3, 2,
What's up,
1.
Nutty buddies?
What's up, Nutty buddies? Third time's a charm here. Welcome back to the second episode. It's our pretty on time here, as you might expect from us, because we're two on-time people. We stick to a very strict schedule. We wake up the same time every day, eat the same food, walk the same steps. Everything we do is scheduled out second to second. That's why we took a shower today. So you're going to smell us. So you can't smell us, I should say. Last time I bet you could have smelled me.
You can
Probably.
smell us,
I
but we
stink a little
smell
stinky.
good since we're freshly showered.
Yeah, what kind of shampoo do you use?
It's like in a purple bottle. It's like bio something with a B.
Like Aussie?
I don't know, some shit like that.
Anyways, I'm Blain, aka Nut, Peanut. This is Chan, aka Bag of Dicks, D-I-X. Just call him Chandler, probably. That's a little offensive. But we know ball. You might, but we definitely do. That's the motto I'm going to stick with. This is now the fourth try at this intro. I'm breaking the fifth wall at this point.
Killing it this time though.
Yeah, but so last episode I had mentioned that Tom Brady had 6 rings. I said that quite a lot for about like the first 30-40 minutes of the episode. And this I took this over just to say this part. I was right.
How are you right?
You want to argue with me?
How are you right?
Tell me
Are
I'm
you
wrong
going to
first.
discredit Tom Brady a ring?
No, because you're right to tell me I'm wrong, aren't you?
Yeah, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Because I'm wrong. Yeah. No, you're wrong, bitch. Guess what? Before this year, Tom Brady, how many rings did he have?
7.
All right. How about now?
7.
6.
How does he have a 6?
Giselle took the other one.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's fair. That's cold. That's cold.
I'm actually a genius, so.
Yeah, we definitely busted on that one. But
Yeah, but
it's what it is.
what's up, Chan? What you get up to?
Nothing. I'm ready to get after it. Podcast number 2 is gonna be awesome. I'm excited to talk potential quarterbacks for teams. I want to say happy birthday to my wife, Kel. Happy birthday. We're coming out with this around your birthday weekend. So happy birthday, you beautiful woman. So that's all I got. Let's
There
get
you
into it, Peanut.
A happy, respectful birthday. Gotta be respectful about it, Chan. That wasn't very respectful.
I feel like it was, but
All right. You didn't say respectful, so how was she supposed to know?
well, I guess that's fair.
Yeah, there we go. Anyways, my intro had nothing to do with about the episode. I just wanted to make a joke about Tom Brady being divorced. So
Yeah, to save our asses since we screwed up with the ring so bad in episode 1.
No, I'll take that one. I recognize that they're in the middle. It's gonna be in the description of the videos everywhere that we're gonna be posting on YouTube, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. I was trying to do some Pat McAfee shit, but so it's gonna be the description on all of those. I made sure to own up to it at the bottom. So if you can actually read instead of just listening to these videos, you learned how to do that back in elementary school. You'll see that I admitted my wrong, but I take it back. Everything, as I admitted before. Giselle took the other one. He still has 6. He lost one.
Unlucky.
But to actually get into what we're going to talk about today, Chandler thinks he knows ball. Well, we know ball. You might, but we definitely do. But Chandler thinks he knows more ball than I do. And that just ain't true.
So we got a friendly competition going on, huh?
Hashtag bars. Yeah.
Friendly competition going on, Peanut.
What's the wager here, Chan?
So we gonna do quarterback predictions for every team. And the person who gets the most right by the time we actually know how it's all said, how it all ends up. Week one.
Quarterbacks for week 1, and then after week 1
Yeah.
we'll know.
The person who gets, if I get more right than you, then you have to get me a Cowboys jersey.
Wax your taint.
You have to give me a Cowboys jersey of my choosing. If you get more right than me, I have to get you a Panthers jersey of your choosing. Those of you guys who didn't know, Peanut's a Panthers fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. So I don't think we clarified that at all. But
You like salad.
I do like salad.
And I like Cam Newton.
Yeah, but he doesn't play football
I think that's all that.
anymore.
Okay, he's really good at Madden. Okay,
You gotta move on to.
He's really
You gotta
good
move
at
on to other Panthers, buddy.
okay. When Anthony Richardson's a Panther,
Ooh.
is that an
Little
insight?
preview?
Is that an insight? No. Is it? Yes. Go.
Okay. So I didn't mind. If you want to hop into it, I didn't mind. Kind of weird. So what?
Wait. First off, how did you put yours down? How did you put your thoughts?
So with how I put
What utensils?
pen and paper. That's how OGs do it. People who can type on the computers and do notes on their phones, like that's all cool. You know, if you're really trying to get some work done, you use pen and paper. That's bottom line.
You're so goofy.
But anyway, so with how I wrote it down, I wrote the quarterbacks who I don't think are going to be moving anywhere. So I had that under like a locks category. So like they're locked. Then I put another category I think will come back, but that's not for certain. And then the last category is just predictions, where I think there definitely is going to be movement with those organizations.
So, do you have it listed by like team?
I have divisions in, like I grouped them all up. So however you want to do it, if you want to go by divisions to make it easier, because you probably didn't do it like that, you know what I'm saying? So we could go by division.
I did it I typed it out on my phone in my notes section. Like
that's cool, bro. That's cool, bro.
And then like a normal human being, I put it in.
Yeah, dude, that's cool, bro.
But we could do it.
We'll see who's talking the shit when the dust settles. Week 1, we'll see.
See, I'm gonna be honest. I stepped out on like very little limbs.
Oh, coward!
I got some rookies in there, but this is very realistic. This is my interpretation of what's about to happen. So,
well, people listening are gonna like me more. People listening are gonna like me more because I'm taking risks over here.
People looking are gonna like me.
All right, let's get into it. Weird ass. What division we starting with?
NFC South.
NFC South. You want to start with the division that's gonna have the most movement?
See, I have two quarterbacks that are actually played in the division last year.
Okay.
Not played in the division. Oh, they're staying with the teams in my division.
Okay, let's hear it. What team we starting with?
No.
What team we starting with?
We'll go with the Panthers. Well, how about this? We'll start with the Panthers. We're gonna end with the Cowboys. The last division we're gonna do is
NFC East.
Division that shitty. Okay, the
NFC Beast.
All right, got it. NFC least, got it. All right. Carolina Panthers.
Panthers.
Your week 1 starting quarterback.
Week 1 starting quarterback for the Panthers.
Sam Darnold. Here's why. We're drafting Anthony Richardson.
Wow.
But he's not starting. Not week 1, at least. Sam Darnold, I don't think he's great. I think he's good. Enough. We were 4-2, something like that last year with him. We can do that again. Another six games with him. Anthony Richardson comes in week 7 after a bye, maybe week 8. And all of a sudden he's Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, the next great one, next Cam Newton, Anthony Richardson. But Sam Darnold, week 1 starting quarterback. Who you got?
So Chicago has been very active. Or vocal, I guess I'm saying. That they're trying to move off the first. I got the Panthers trading up for it.
The first pick?
I mean, unless you want to have Sam Darnold start again next year, I don't think that's what they want. Because you think about that, you think about that division right now. It is so open. Right now is a pretty good time to say, hey, let's do this. Let's be aggressive, right? You got the Saints, the Bucks, the Falcons, and the Panthers. Very underwhelming seasons out of all of them last year. You got Brady out. I mean, if you're going to go for it, why would you not right now? Trade up, get that pick. I got Bryce Young, Carolina Panthers.
Fuck, God, I could kiss you.
That's.
I don't think it's going to happen. I want it to. I don't think it's going to happen. He's the best quarterback in the draft, yeah.
That's what I got. All right, moving on.
All right. You go. Who's the Saints? You go first.
Saints.
We'll go like snake.
Okay.
Kind of deal, all the way down.
Saints. Derek Carr.
I agree.
You have Derek Carr too?
We agreed. Yeah, I want to write down who you have on this shit too.
Oh yeah, I probably should. Actually, we could just watch it over and do it. But my reason behind Carr is so a lot of the talks about Carr is going to the Jets or what's. No, just Jets, right? Jets, Saints, and Panthers. I think are the top four.
He met with Frank Reich once, and he's going to meet with him again this weekend.
So I think the Saints is a good pick for Carr, and I think Carr would be smart because, like I said, you're going to a division that's not good. If you go to the Jets, you're going to be playing against Josh Allen. Tua was pretty good last year in the games that he did play. And Mac Jones, he was a Pro Bowler his rookie year, wasn't he? Let's look stuff up before we just say shit.
No, Mac Bowler. He was a Mac Bowler. Remember, he hit the gritty on the shit.
Mac Bowler was a Pro Bowler.
He's a baller shot caller. He was griddling all over them kids.
Okay.
Remember that shit?
Yeah. So you had Mac. I mean, if you're Derek Carr, you could be going to that division playing for the Jets.
Mac is for the Patriots, bro.
No, I'm saying if you're Carr going to the Jets, you could be like the worst quarterback in that division next year if you do that. Because Mac's going to be better, right?
Oh,
Josh Allen, Tua, if he stays on the football field, he's better than Derek Carr. At least he was last year. So, and if Mac is better than what he was last year, which I think is going to happen, what do you want to go to that division and be? You probably won't even make it out, dude. So go to the sloppy NFC South and play for the Saints, who.
Whoa.
Well, I'm just saying. Play for the Saints, who got pretty good defense. They have some good pieces around. I think that's a good fit.
Don't ever disrespect the best division in football last year. I'm sure it fucking sucks. But yeah, I got Derek Carr. They were wanting to trade him there before, right? He had exclusive talks with him.
I believe so. That sounds right.
Before they cut him, yeah. So I mean, it matched up from the start. I don't know if that's necessarily going to be true. I don't want him to come to Carolina. I hope he doesn't. They had mentioned before. Derek Carr, I think, is a top 20 quarterback in the NFL. That's safe to say.
Oh, he's for sure top 20.
So he's an average. Yeah,
he's for sure top 20. I'd say 15 to 10 probably.
But ladies like average, so he's average. I still don't want him there because he's 30 years old. However old he is. And I hate 30-year-old quarterbacks.
He's got life in him, though. I mean, he's got a good five in him, you think? If he ends up in the right spot?
No, yeah, my 30-year-old quarterback thing was slander on Carson Wentz, not anybody else. Not even Jacoby Brissett. Okay.
All right, so we got Saints, done.
So I got Bucks now.
And we got Panthers done. Let's go to the Bucks.
Who's their head coach? They still got
Bowles.
Yeah. He's still there. Damn. How?
They fired the OC. They kept Bowles.
That left which? Yeah, that's right. Damn. Oh. Jimmy G will be your starting quarterback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers next year. Wow, yeah. Kyle Trask, I don't think you are him. Blain Gabbert, we love your name. You're not him. Shout out MIZZOU. But like Jimmy G, this is my thought. He was supposed to be Tom Brady 2.0 in New England. Why not be him and the second home for Tom Brady? You know what I mean? That system, how much does it have to change for Jimmy Garoppolo to come in there versus in place for Tom Brady? Like
that's true.
Realistically, Jimmy G can run whatever offense that Tom Brady's going to run. Not efficiently, or as efficient, I should say, but good enough. Like, that's what he did out in San Francisco. He ran a good enough offense for Shanahan.
Yeah.
Handed the ball off. Like, they're going to release Fournette, which is weird.
I did see that the other day.
I don't know who he's going to hand the ball off to.
White was pretty good last year. He was impressive in a couple of games I watched.
Yeah, but he's not
he's not a lead guy.
Yeah, if you're going to have him in your backfield, you're going to need a couple guys. Like Kansas City had 4 guys who could have potentially started, one of them being Ronald Jones, who was a Buccaneer.
Yeah. That's true.
So I got
Jimmy G to the Bucks. I didn't like my Bucks pick, but this is just what I went with. They like Trask, don't they?
I think so.
I think.
I mean, he was a 4th round pick. I'm just fact checking this.
I feel like we're gonna see a lot of him this year, or this upcoming year, I should say. But I got Baker.
He's a 2nd round.
I got
pick.
Baker going to the Bucks, starting for a bit.
He's a 2nd round.
And if Baker doesn't play well, Trask getting opportunities in.
Trask was a 2nd round pick.
I got Baker / Trask written down because I think they should pick somebody up, like, because it's too early for Trask, right? Like, they should probably let him.
He's 2021 guy.
Maybe they go with him, dude.
If why not figure it out? I mean, Drew Lock played his rookie year as a 2nd round pick out in Denver, and they thought he was shit after playing 2 seasons. So Kyle Trask is on that 2nd season already, and he hasn't even played 4 games of football.
Okay, if I do Baker Trask, if one of them, you know what I'm saying? Like if Trask starts it.
No, pick one.
Okay, fine. I'll do Trask then. See you, Baker. Okay.
Make sure you.
I did. All right. Trask. You got Jimmy G.
He got for Falcons.
This is my heater. Lamar going to the Falcons, bro. So, are you about to put a franchise tag on one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL? Why has Baltimore not signed him by now? Why have they not figured that out?
Well, they keep coming out talking about how they want to sign him, and he's going to stay, basically. He wants Deshaun Watson type.
Did you see the news today with Bateman and the GM? What they was? Yeah, did you see that stuff? Apparently, the GM was like interviewed today, and the question was like, "How come you guys have pretty much whiffed on wide receivers the last 5 years?" Like, and the GM answered it like, "Well, we keep like trying, but like they all suck." Pretty much is what the GM said. So Bateman tweeted like, "You need to stop pointing fingers at us," and like blah blah blah. So like that's going on. You had Dobbins after they lost in the playoffs, starting some stuff, barking like they're being real loud. You got Lamar being real quiet. I don't know, dude. Baltimore trades him.
So that for that to happen and to get into the technical side of this, they non-exclusive franchise tag him, and they trade him for 2 picks. 2 first-round picks is all they get traded for at this point. That's what would happen.
So that would be like this year's first and next year's first, or it could be.
I'm not sure how that
They
works.
could do years down the road, right? Because isn't that what the Rams did whenever they traded for? Was it Vaughn? They traded.
Von Miller, that wasn't franchise tag. That was just during the season.
No, I'm just talking about trade like they could trade like future picks type stuff.
Yeah, it'll have to be a future pick. It doesn't have to be two in the same year.
Okay.
So I don't know if they can pick like, all right, it should be 2023 and 2025 or what, or if it has to be back to back, that kind of thing. But if they non-exclusive franchise tag him, that's what happens. If they don't trade him or can't find a trade partner, or sorry, he gets to negotiate a contract, signs with that team, and then that team has to pay the Ravens 2 first-round picks. That's the way it works. It's not a trade. It's like a pay to sign.
So yeah, you're Atlanta. You're like, hey, we'll take him. We'll pay him a lot of money. We'll give you good picks. You guys obviously ain't doing shit, right? Like you guys haven't taken care of him. Lamar. That dude's probably pissed off for real. You think?
I mean, if he's so pissed off, he should come down to Carolina. I haven't been there before, but I heard it's nice.
But yeah, dude, I mean, just
Baltimore.
And scary. I know I've said this already, but just the fact that division is so like it's so bad. No hate, sorry, no offense, but that division's so bad that like you got to think one of them teams are just gonna be like, with Tom being out, one of them teams is gonna be like, let's do it, let's go all in. Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. I really hope it's the Panthers.
It could be the Panthers. Maybe the Panthers trade for Lamar. That would be nuts.
Oh my god! Like, so we're talking about Bryce Young and Lamar Jackson possibly being Panther quarterbacks. And since I became a fan, actually Cam Newton played a handful of games, maybe just over a handful of games, and like 7 games for the Panthers since I became a Panthers fan officially. That's fucked up. You know who I've had to watch?
The homies.
Shitty fucking quarterbacks. Shitty fucking quarterbacks, Jen. Now we're talking Bryce Young, Lamar Jackson. I predicted Sam Darnold. What the fuck am I doing? Swing for the fences.
All right. Who you got in Atlanta?
Fences, Scott.
You're up.
Desmond Ridder.
You got Ridder coming back, huh? Ridder was second round, right? Rookie last year?
No, I think
he was fourth?
I think he actually was like
was
a
he
third.
Fourth?
He was actually like a third or fourth. I'm pulling it up now. We do a lot of research.
We know ball.
He's a third rounder. Boom.
Okay. Ridder coming back.
Yeah. I guess Arthur Smith hates Marcus Mariota. I don't think Arthur Smith is going to have a job for very much longer. So it doesn't matter.
All right. That wraps up all of my predictions for the NFC besides 2.
What do you mean?
So you know how I said I have the certain categories?
Oh, so that's all the movies.
Those were all of my predictions. No, I have like the I think will come back, but all of my I'm sure will be moving was the NFC South. And then
South.
there's 2 more.
No way.
For the NFC, but there's the AFC side too. Okay, what division next? NFC South, check.
All right. We're leaving the least for last.
That's not funny, dude. It's not funny, bro.
I think it's so funny. All right. NFC West. All
right, let's do the West. So we'll start.
You go first.
Pick a team. Go Rams.
Hey, that was the team I was going to pick.
But I picked that.
You pick. Now you go. Go first.
For the Rams or pick a different team?
Yes. No, pick the Rams and go.
Matthew Stafford.
Oh, yeah, what a loser you are. Stop copying me, bro. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. He signed an extension or opted into his deal.
I heard today that they were trying to why can't I think of the freaking word? Mess with his contract. Yeah, restructure his contract. And he's like unwilling to, apparently. Which is interesting. He's like an older quarterback who's got a Super Bowl under his belt. I'm sure he could give a little bit back. He's like, nah.
Fuck them kids, bro.
He's like, nah, I'm
Fuck
good,
them
man.
picks and fuck them kids. I said, my money, bitches.
Okay.
Yeah, Matt Stafford's not going anywhere. 49ers. I think it's going to be an interesting decision for Trey Lance. I hate the shake that he's got, but he got a pretty bad one. And the fact that he just continues to get hurt. Didn't he break his foot and then tear his ACL? That's what happened or some shit? Or did he tear his ACL in college?
He broke his foot this year, right?
So I made everything about his tears in his ACL. Good luck to your ACL, Trey, after that definite jinx. I'm sorry.
No, he's got hurt. He's gotten hurt a couple times. I'm not sure. Was it the ACL?
Regardless. I think he got hurt his rookie year and his second year.
Anyways, dude likes to get hurt.
Yeah. I also like to get hurt, so I understand how it happens. It doesn't happen by purpose. So I hate that I'm going to say this, but I don't think he plays for an NFL. Like, he's going to play at a starting NFL caliber level or get that shot in San Francisco at least. Because I think Brock Purdy is starting quarterback after he just proved it the last 7 weeks of the season. He ended up 6-1 the last 7 weeks, right?
The only game he lost was against the Eagles. And he didn't even play the full. Well, he played it towards the end, but he was out.
So he lost it. Quotations. If you can't hear my quotations, that's my quotation sound.
Dork, bro.
All right.
Well, after all of that talk about how Trey Lance is never going to be a starting quarterback again, I got Trey Lance.
You fucking suck.
Dude. He's just been hurt, and he got hurt so early this year. I mean, the Niners went, what was it like? I forget what week it was, but the Niners played Jimmy G quite a bit last year. Then Jimmy G gets hurt. Then they moved to Purdy. Like, Lance has not even been able to show what he can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, Purdy.
He's played 8 games.
Like, Purdy was great, dude. Don't get me wrong. Purdy was awesome. But the fact that how many first rounders did they trade for Trey Lance? They traded multiple first round picks for him. There's no shot that they can give up on him. There's no way. They seen something in him, you know? They don't just do that kind of stuff to be like, oh, Brock Purdy had a good little end of the season, you know? Which, not discrediting Brock Purdy at all, but, you know, if you see something in somebody like that and you give up that much of your future just to have him on your team, you got to roll with him again. 8 games is not going to cut it, dude. Like, there's no shot. You're rolling with Trey Lance.
Listen to this shit. So I kind of zoned out there for a second, so sorry. But well worth it. March 26, 2021. The Dolphins traded to the 49ers the pick. Okay. So they traded the 49ers for 2020 first round pick, 12th overall. Do you know who 12th overall was that year?
In 21?
Yeah.
Who?
Micah Parsons.
That
ended up getting traded, and Micah Parsons' take. 2022 first round pick, 29th overall. You know who's taken there? Cole Strange, offensive lineman for New England up there. And then a 2022 third round pick, Channing Tindall, so linebacker, played in 16 games for them last year. Looks like special teams mostly, about 3 tackles in total, so not much of a role there. And a 2023 first round pick. So Trey Lance cost potentially Micah Parsons, a starting offensive lineman, a special teams linebacker, and another first round pick coming this year that is in it's like top 25 or so. No, maybe even later. Let's look it up. But continue. That's a lot for Trey Lance. So I wouldn't be surprised if they try to. Just don't think it's gonna work.
Okay. All right. I think that does it for the Niners. Who you want?
Seahawks, brother. Geno Smith. I think he goes back there, 2 or 3 year deal. He won comeback player of the year because he came back.
And
because somebody wrote and they didn't write back. How's it going?
He didn't write back. He said they wrote me off. I didn't write back.
I didn't write back. Yeah. There you
go. This one was a hard one for me because I could see them going drafting a quarterback. You know what pick Seattle has this year?
Yes.
And I know Geno had a really good year. But, dude, I mean, the reality is, like, you know, the Seahawks have the 5th overall pick. They're 5 overall, dude.
That's crazy.
They got a decision to make, dude. Like, that is, like, because Geno did a really good job this year. Like, he was, he was very good. Do they mess around? Like, okay, so say you go the Bears, assuming somebody trades up and, you know, tries to take whoever quarterback that they want. Most likely, nobody's going to trade up and draft any other position, right?
Well, unless they want Will Anderson or
yeah, I guess that's true.
The drag racer.
Well, anyway, assuming somebody trades up for the 1 and takes the quarterback of their liking, right? That gets 1 out the way. Texans are at 2. They're probably going to take a quarterback as well. Then you got Arizona, 3, not taking a quarterback. Colts at 4, probably taking a quarterback.
Well, the Cardinals could trade out. The GM had mentioned something about potentially trading out as well.
Then Seahawks at 5. So if there's a quarterback that doesn't go in those first 4 that they like a lot, you know, I mean, your guys are, you got Young, Levis, Stroud as the top 3. Then you got Richardson. I'm hearing a lot on Richardson lately. Like, damn near more than any of the other ones, like, outside of the top 3. Right? Who else is there? Hooker is one that's high.
Hooker, but he's more like a top 2nd, mid-second kind of guy. But he's older.
But, yeah, I mean, it would be interesting. I also have Geno down, though. I think they do bring him back. It's a safer option for sure. Because if you do draft a guy in the 1st round and he sucks, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have Geno who's doable. You know he is. He just balled for. He was more than doable last year, really. I mean, he kind of fell off at the end a little bit, but he started throwing a little too many picks and stuff late in the season. But, you know, they started out really good.
I think that, I mean, he proved that he can take him to the playoffs. Kenneth Walker is only going to get better. Rashad Penny's probably not going to be back because of Kenneth Walker. Travis Homer backing him up. DJ Dallas. Groceries just got here. But I think they're going to come back with him. But now who you got with the Cardinals week 1? Because we all know Kyler Murray is going to be there long term for them.
Yeah. So Kyler's going to be out first 10 weeks of the season, right? That's what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I got Carson Wentz going to the Arizona Cardinals.
That's the worst fucking thing I've ever heard in my life, Chandler. Worse than the sound of my dogs barking right now.
Carson Wentz is going to be an Arizona Cardinal next year, and he's going to do a good job, I think. He's going to get another opportunity. That's going to be awesome.
You want to know where I am, where I have Carson Wentz at? The little section of my notes. It says, graveyard, Carson Wentz. That's the division that he's in next year for me.
Who do you got to go into Arizona then?
Andy Dalton.
Okay.
You don't
No.
like that? Carson, if you sign Carson Wentz, okay, as much shit as I talk in Carson Wentz, you're not gonna pay him $1 million to come in and play backup quarterback or start 10 weeks football for him. No, you're gonna have to pay at least 10, 15, maybe 20.
See, I
I
don't think so. I bet you Carson. I mean, you don't think this stuff that happened with the Commanders humbled him a little bit? You think he's gonna walk into a different organization and be like 20 mil, let's go?
If they're gonna want him to be a starting quarterback, you think that man who has made $200 million is going to say, you know what? I'm gonna get out of the woods, stop hunting, whatever he says. I don't know. Sorry to offend you, Carson. And he's like, I'm gonna play football, but I'm gonna play it for $1 million, and I've made $200 million. Why would he fucking play football? If he's gonna start, he's gonna ask for money. In my opinion, that's what I would do. That's what I would assume he would do. So about $20 million to pay him. Andy Dalton, you're not gonna pay him anywhere over $10-12 million to come.
I bet you Wentz is in that range. You're overselling Wentz there. I bet you Wentz is not gonna take as much money as you think.
The only reason I'm overselling Wentz is because he's supposed to be good. But boy, is he fucking bad.
Yeah, that is fair.
I'm a hater.
That's why I think Arizona is such a good option for him, because you're not going to go to Arizona and go there and try to be the guy like he was in Indianapolis and like he was with the Commanders. He's going to go there like, if I don't play good now, it's over. Like, I'm not going to be anywhere. So they sign him to a 1-year type deal. We'll give you 10 weeks. Prove yourself. Maybe you could go somewhere else, because we got our guy. He's just hurt.
I've mentioned this to you. I mentioned this to Austin because this has been heavily contested debate. Because fuck Carson Wentz, he's bad at football. That's the reality. I'm not gonna sit here and try to defend myself anymore. He's bad, not physically, mentally. I made this point with Austin. Physically, he can be a very good football player. He can run. He's mobile. Before he blew out his knee, he could run, get a couple extra yards. Never slid. Got knocked the fucking hell out. But like, he could run, had some good accuracy, threw the deep ball, decent enough to finish third in the AP MVP voting behind Todd Gurley and Tom Brady that year, because he missed the last 3-4 games. Probably would have won it. Mentally, he's terrible. He's a bad football player mentally. I don't know much about being a mental football player, but I do know ball. He's a bad mental football player.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I guess we'll see. I'm very, very close to like joining your side with Wentz, but I seen it out of him to where it's like he can be good. And I don't know how long you can give somebody to say like he can be good until like he's just not good. But he can be good in my mind. You know what I'm saying?
At 30 years old.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, he is though, dude. I can't shake it. Because he looked good with the Colts. And this year he didn't play a lot, and he was hurt.
Good stats. He did not look good.
He had a good season with the Colts.
No. He put up good stats. He did not play good.
Well, I mean, the only thing with Wentz is he'll throw picks at stupid times a lot, and he'll fumble it. But I mean, it's not like Arizona has great options, so why not?
Okay.
All right, let's move on. We've been on them too long. Let's move on.
Fuck Carson Wentz.
Okay, so that completes the West. We'll go north.
We'll go north, and we'll head over to the AFC, and then we'll come back and wrap it up with the.
We haven't done the South either. We've only done two divisions so far.
We did the South, brother. The NFC South was Sam Darnold.
Oh shit, I'm tripping. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we'll do the North. Let's go Vikings.
Kirk Cousins.
I got Kirk Cousins too.
Kirk O'Chains.
I got Kirk.
I think that he just plays too well within that offense.
He ain't going nowhere.
For real.
Okay, you go.
Lions.
This is the only team. So for the NFC North, I have them all in locks. Besides
except for him.
Jared Goff, I have him in. I think will come back. Because Detroit also has a high pick.
Yeah.
Detroit has a 6.
Yeah.
But that's really what they're trying to do. And if I were Detroit, see, I think Seattle's more likely to move off Geno than Detroit is to move off Goff. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think so. I think MCDC likes the fact that Goff is who he is. Like, he's not going to play outside of Jared Goff.
So, yeah.
He is who he thought he was.
Yeah, I got Goff staying. For sure. All right, let's go Bears.
Justin Fields, I think that's one's... I mean, you got him trading the first pick. Do you think they're taking somebody at 9?
Yeah. I got Fields too.
Do you think he's a superstar? Do you think he is in that top 10 conversation now? Or do you think he's now overhyped because of his running ability? Because that man threw for over 200 yards not many times.
If you put him inside your top 10 right now, I would say he's overhyped. But I think, I mean, he's probably like... if you have him inside like your 15, I'd be fine with that. I don't know about 10.
So he threw 17 touchdowns in 17 games last year. 15 games last year, sorry.
It's not great. Not great.
But he ran for 8.
Yeah, that is very good.
Led the league with 7.1 yards per attempt.
Jesus. Yeah, I think if the Bears can surround him with talent, I think we're going to be talking about him as an elite quarterback for sure. Do you?
Chase Claypool talent?
Chase Claypool? Yeah.
Second round pick. That's essentially the last pick in the first round. It's going to be the 32nd pick this year. Granted, it's not going to have the 5th-year option. That's crazy for Chase Claypool. Yep. Not a wide receiver video or podcast, but all right. Now, drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please. Who
you got? Packers.
Rodgers stays home. What do you got?
Jordan.
Oh.
Yeah. I think he risen from the dark. A changed man.
Okay. Jordan Love. Interesting.
I'm not going to tell you where he goes.
Well, not till we get.
Why do you think he's staying?
Well, first off, Aaron is a weirdo. And I really don't have any idea what that dude's going to be doing. But if I were Aaron and you got like what the rumors are, Miami, the Jets, the Raiders, those are like the top 3, right? And pretty much for all the same reasons I was talking about Carr not going to the Jets. Why would you want to go to that division? Why would you want to go to the Raiders against Mahomes, Herbert, and the Broncos, who are going to be better, I would think?
Nathaniel Hackett.
No. I mean, you got the Vikings who overachieved last year. Everybody knows that they did. You got the Lions who are on the come up for sure. And the Bears who were the worst team in football last year. Like, why would you want to leave that division? It just would make no sense to me.
So then what's
he just wants everybody to pay attention to him, and he wants to be the story right now, and that's cool, dude, but I don't think he's going anywhere, bro.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron stays home.
But you just talk some mad shit right there.
I mean, that's just how it is.
Why can't the man just think about what he wants?
I mean, he can. He should just have a big sign up that says, "Look at me," and then he could just walk around and everybody would stare at him, and he would be like, "Oh my god, this is awesome."
Bro, the worldwide privacy tour, is that what you think you should go on?
Sure. I don't care what he does.
It's a South Park episode, bro. Literally aired like 2 weeks ago, last week. It's about, this is completely unfootball related, but it was about Prince William and Meghan Markle and how they go around, they travel the world and say, "Don't look at us," and they end up moving into South Park. And
yeah, that's Aaron.
Anyways, no, Aaron Rodgers is a G. He's pretty smelly. I bet he uses natural soap. He's my kind of guy. I love me some Aaron Rodgers.
I like Aaron Rodgers too. Don't get me wrong.
So I think that he's going to get out of there because not his own doing. I think Gutekunst is going to kick his ass out. I think they're just going to decide that Jordan Love needs to play football because they traded up to get this motherfucker, by the way.
That is true.
Not just spent a first round pick.
Which makes them look so bad that they didn't make the playoffs over this past year, and they still have no idea what Jordan Love's about. They have no idea.
He plays good in preseason. His football looks good.
Yeah, that's cool.
We don't know. But AFC.
Where are we starting with AFC?
We'll go start down in the South.
AFC South. My locks for the AFC South.
Oh. So you have the divisions written down? I was going to...
Well, yeah, I got the divisions written down. Is Jaguars. Yeah. Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I think...
You think they trade that guy?
I think that I don't like him that much. I'm a Trevor Lawrence hater too. I'm not
I forget you actually don't like him.
I don't.
I think he's awesome.
He played really well at the end of the year. That's why I think recency bias is a...
That was sarcasm when I said, do you think they trade that guy?
Well, obviously, I'm not going to trade him. I personally don't think he's Jesus Christ 2.0. But I feel as if, not to portray my thoughts on everybody else, but I think everybody else thinks that. Like, he was the chosen one, the number one guy going into college, number one guy coming out of college.
Why don't you like him? What does he do wrong? What are, like, the bad things that you see in him? What are the, I'm good on Trevor Lawrence that you see? Because I don't see anything.
See,
he can move. He's big.
He started becoming a human being. So that's good. I like the fact that he's actually showing emotion and saw he's being a leader and everything like that. Because he used to just be really quiet, not really say anything. Not to mean like I need my quarterbacks to talk, but I like him. I see that. Like I have quarterbacks, you know, me personally. I like them. I like when they talk. But I mean, I felt like he wasn't accurate all the time. Like he wasn't showing up in the big moments, not like he got to in the NFL. And granted, his head coach was Urban Meyer, but back in college, I wasn't like, obviously he won a national championship and Clemson is who they were whenever he was there. I'm a big SEC guy, so maybe that's what it is. Fuck Trevor Lawrence and Clemson. At that point, I wanted them to lose every time they faced him in the national championship. We got him one time, but I don't know. There's some guy on TV, some talking head was talking about how didn't like how accurate or inaccurate he was. Well, I understand he's not going to be like the most accurate person in the world. Around 60, 65%, he's going to be somewhere in there. It's probably 62, 65% accuracy. Perfectly average for the league. I don't expect him to go 40 and 10, 40 touchdowns, 10 interceptions ever. Like that's something I don't ever expect from him. So like I think that's why my perception of him is he's not going to be a top 10 guy. Whereas I think that's where everyone's assumptions are that he's going, if not already on his way to.
That's interesting.
How about that?
That's interesting. All right, we got the Jags done. I disagree completely. I think Trevor Lawrence is awesome. I think he's top 10. Like right now, if you were to like start a team, yeah, he's definitely top 10. He might be top 5. I don't know. Anyway, who you got?
Colts. Bryce Young. See, I think they trade up here for the pick from the Bears. There's a lot of talk about it. I think Irsay, as eager as he is to win, he needs to do it before he has to fly to Mars to live. Whatever the hell his weird brain thinks of, because that dude's a hippie too. But I think that he makes the move. He's aggressive, or is aggressive. Their GM, keep hanging him around, keep stringing him along. They like him a lot. I mean, he's very good at what he does. Hasn't produced like great results on the field, but I'm blaming Matt Ryan and Carson Wentz because fuck Carson Wentz and Matt Ryan played bad.
Makes sense. I definitely think Colts go young too. But since I got the Panthers trading up for the 1, I think. Well, that's the same division. Texans 2. They're gonna pick quarterback. Cardinals, then Colts. I got Stroud going Colts.
Okay. See, I have Stroud for the Texans.
Okay.
Stay with
And we'll just knock it out. I got Levis Texans. I got Levis going over Stroud.
Really?
Yeah. I was watching some of their videos and stuff, and we'll see. I mean, that's all their decision, but
yeah.
But yeah,
I'm a Levis hater too.
You don't like Levis?
I guess I'm just a big hater. I like to spread positivity and talk about being positive. I hate everything and everyone. Sorry.
2 white quarterbacks you don't like.
I'm racist. Watch out.
All right, we got Texans, Colts, Jaguars,
Titans. Ryan Tannehill. They just doubled down on him. Do you think he's coming back? Do you think Malik Willis gets to throw 54 yards again in an offensive football game for the NFL? Complete.
No, I got Tannehill back.
Yeah, Malik Willis. I'm sorry.
I got Tannehill back, and I do think
bad.
The Titans only missed playoffs by 1 game last year. We never give the Titans credit ever.
Mike Vrabel's a very good coach.
Titans were like the worst team in the NFL as far as I'm concerned last year. Like, why do we never give the Titans credit?
Yeah, but they did lose. They lost Taylor Lewan and Zach Cunningham on the defensive side. They lost some guys.
Yeah.
So it'll be exciting to see where they go. But apparently Ryan Tannehill is supposed to come back per the GM. That's what I got. You said you got him, right?
I got Tannehill coming back for sure.
I don't think there's much. He's pretty fucking boring. I don't think we can say anything
Good
about
job, Ryan Tannehill, for existing. Awesome.
Woohoo. Yay.
All right, that's South done.
All right, AFC East.
AFC East.
This could be called the AFC Beast.
That's an NFC Beast. It's already taken.
It's no. Oh. See, I think the AFC is a better division. AFC.
All right, let's start with Buffalo. What do you think the Bills do here?
Well, their GM also said that he would trade himself before he traded Josh Allen. So either the Bills are going to have a new GM or Josh Allen's going to be on a different team, and I would suspect that Josh Allen's still going to be there.
That's a good call. I agree.
Who's better, Joe Burrow or Josh Allen?
You know my thoughts on this.
Jalen Hurts. Josh Allen.
All right, Bills done. Who's next?
Patriots.
Pats. Mac Jones.
Mac. Yeah, he's not going anywhere, especially with Bill O'Brien getting hired.
I agree. We kind of touched on that earlier in this episode, but I do think Mac's due for a bounce back. I do.
I like Mac, especially for fantasy.
All right.
Because he's on my team.
Pats, Bills. We'll go to Miami.
Dolphins.
Let's go to Miami. Tua. But I do think
he has a
they
brain?
got they roll it back with Tua, I think. But they're bringing in they got Teddy. Is Teddy good enough to be that guy? No, right? He was.
No, I mean Panthers gave up on him 1 year into a 3 year, $60 million.
No, I'm saying just to be the guy behind
2 years
behind a fragile Tua. Is he good enough to be that guy? You think?
Oh yeah, I think he's a very
well. Then how come every time I seen Teddy Bridgewater last year, he was off the field hurt too, or not playing well? Is he even good enough to be that guy? Do they bring in a different guy behind Tua? Because you obviously have to be thinking about that with his situation, right?
Yeah. Who do you propose, like a veteran stopgap, or are you like somebody who to compete like right now?
I mean, somebody who's ready.
Like, is a Derek Carr a potential option?
No, not like that. Like, not somebody to come in and take a shit, but like somebody who's like ready to play in the NFL. Because like Tua's one hit away, bro. Like that's just how it is. Tua's one hit away, right?
What? Hear me out here. So the Packers, they got to make a decision already with Jordan Love. What if they had to make the decision between Jordan Love and Tua Tagovailoa because Aaron Rodgers is in Miami for Tua Tagovailoa?
That would be wild.
Is that a bad trade? 2-time or 4-time MVP, future Hall of Famer for a quarterback who keeps getting his head knocked in. Was a top 10 pick, has good potential, could be really good.
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad trade at all. No, that's interesting. Never gonna happen. I just thought it would be cool.
You know why? Because he's gonna be playing in New York. Aaron Rodgers is Jet.
Ooh.
You've been talking shit this entire time.
We're not done with the East yet, clown.
The Jets are in the East, bro.
Yeah, I'm tripping.
You were just the entire time you've been talking about why is he gonna go in that division?
I'm tripping. All right, Aaron Rodgers is a New York Jet. Sorry, I'm lost.
Yeah, going back with Nathaniel Hackett, I think they're gonna trade him to the AFC, like they said, or like everybody's been saying. My opinion, Brett Favre, they already did that thing with the Jets.
Rodgers goes to the Jets. Interesting.
All right.
I got Sam Darnold going to the Jets.
You think he goes back?
Yeah.
They traded him.
Little reunion. Hey, welcome back, Sam. Get some fire going in this guy Zach Wilson's ass for me. That's a compete. That's a competition right there. Thoughts?
As a Jets fan, are you happy?
No.
Exactly.
No, I'm not. But, okay, let me ask you this. If Sam Darnold's on the Jets last year, are the Jets in the playoffs? I think they are.
Yeah.
I think they are. Because the Jets had literally the worst.
Bad quarterback.
They had the worst quarterback play in the NFL last year. I'm pretty sure, I don't know what stat to look up for that, but they were bad. So yeah, Darnold goes there, competes with Zach Wilson for a little while. Maybe Wilson looks good. Maybe Darnold goes there, looks great. You know?
Goes back. Looks great.
Goes back. Looks great.
Oh, fuck, bro. I don't know about that.
That was my East.
All right. Let's go to the West. Let's get away.
How long have we been doing this for? Do we need to pick it up?
A little bit. We're just chatting. We've only got 3 divisions left. We're about 58 minutes into it.
All right.
I don't give a fuck. Let's give him a 3-hour podcast. Episode number 2. 24-hour stream starting now. Sorry to fucking blow the shit out of you guys, but not sorry, pussies. Keep listening.
So we go west?
Yeah. Kansas City Chiefs.
Chad Henne.
Yeah, we're not gonna have to stop. Okay. Denver Broncos.
All right. Pat Mahomes, obviously. Kansas City. Denver. Russell Wilson. That's pretty obvious as well.
Some of these we can kind of Justin
Herbert, obvious as well.
All right, so now we're down to
I
the
will
Raiders,
say,
so skip ahead
before we get to the Raiders, I am excited for the Chargers next year with Keelan Moore going there.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty cool, I think. I think they'll be a team to watch if they could stay healthy. That would be very awesome. But
so he's not good enough for the Dallas Cowboys, but he's good enough.
I never had anything bad against Keelan Moore. I never had anything bad to say about him. Did I?
Except for his name, Kellen,
whatever. Keelan Moore, Kellen Moore. All right, let's go Raiders.
Who you got?
Jimmy G.
Okay, I like that. I think that's kind of like a same argument you could bring in. They're like Derek Carr to Jimmy G isn't necessarily.
That's why I didn't really like putting Jimmy G there, but they're gonna have to do something. Obviously, I think the biggest. I'm more interested with the Raiders quarterback position than I am any other organization in the NFL, just because you moved off of a guy who's probably 10 to 15 willingly. You didn't want him anymore. You have to get better than that. So how are you going to do that? Because if you don't, you look like an idiot. You know, like, do they go young? Are the Raiders the team that's going to trade up for the one and try to get a Bryce Young and try to get one of these top 3 guys? Because you moved off a guy who was very doable. You know, was Derek Carr great? No, but you could win a lot of games with him. And as Jimmy G, Derek Carr, like, flip a coin. Who cares? They're like, guys. But I mean, is that what you wanted if you're the Raiders? Did you want to move off Derek Carr and end up with Jimmy G? Are you fucking clapping your hands, clicking your heels together? You know, like, but what are you going to do? Unless you end up with a guy like Aaron, Bryce Young, like, end up with, like, the big guys, like, you're not getting better.
Now, what if after all of this, so they save money, Jimmy G deserves to make more than $20 million, but for the sake of this, Jimmy G makes $20 million. So that's like $20 million difference from Derek Carr or Jimmy G, because it's about $40-something million for Derek Carr. Very expensive. So that $20 million difference, you don't think that they could make the team that much better, like to where it would matter? Or I'm saying, do you think, not don't you? Do you think that they could? Will that difference, that $20 million difference in quarterback play, be that much of a difference? Because I think Derek Carr is better than Jimmy G.
I do too. But it's close.
So they're getting worse at quarterback. Yeah. So my thought is they're going to get worse at quarterback to get
more money on the payroll.
A guy who can win. Yeah. So all right, now go pay more offensive linemen. Or just one with that money, or go pay a couple wide receivers. Go get some guys around Jimmy G, a couple running backs. Because, again, Josh Jacobs is leaving.
I mean, if you want me to be honest, to answer that question, bro, no. I think the Raiders are in a horrible spot right now. I think they're going to be bad again next year because that division is so competitive. Are the Raiders going to be better than the Chiefs next year? No. Are the Raiders going to be better than the Chargers next year? Probably not. Are the Raiders going to be better than even the Broncos next year? Because I think the Broncos get better too.
I mean, Sean Payton's the head coach. You can only assume they're going to be at least.
And there's obviously a lot of moves to be made that are going to happen that we're going to be like, oh, they just got this guy. They just got this guy. So maybe our minds change, but the Raiders have a lot of work to do. They have the most work to do in that division by far. And they don't have a quarterback. See, they don't have one.
I think they go to Build-A-Bear Workshop and they draft Will Levis, who seems to be the next Josh Allen type guy. And not because this is not me. I don't like Will Levis because I hate white quarterbacks. You know me. Yeah. They're white, exactly. Hate it. Racist. Me, hate everything. I'm a hater. Negative Nancy. Negative nut. That's what you're going to call me from now on. Negative nut. But I think they draft Will Levis, a big prospect guy, lots of tools. Apparently, I don't like the way he played at Kentucky. They didn't do enough for me. He didn't show enough in big games for me. Missed a lot of wide open throws. Just, I hope he's not a Carolina Panther. And now that I put that into the world, he will be. I want Anthony Richardson, but I got Will Levis being a Raider. Josh McDaniels gets to play around with a guy who can mold into whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick.
That could be better.
I would like to see Levis there. That would probably be better than Jimmy G for sure. But we'll see if they could trade up and get that high, because Levis will. I mean, they would have to.
They're at 7.
You think Levis is? Texans are going to take quarterback. Colts are going to take quarterback.
Arizona's not.
You think Seattle and the Lions, you think if Levis is still on the board, they don't try for him?
They could both let him go.
They could. Until next year. They definitely could. Yeah, maybe they get Levis to stay in put. That's true. That would be interesting.
They stay put with Geno. They stay put with Jared. And then, oh, look, 7 comes up. No trades happen for some random reason. But now Will Levis is a Raider. That's what could happen, in my opinion.
Dude, that's interesting looking at this. Because what if the Raiders do get Jimmy G, you go down 1, Atlanta Falcons at 8. They could take Levis.
That's true. And then if he gets to 9 and
That would be nuts, dude.
I hope that we
I
trade
can't wait
back.
for the draft, dude. I can't wait.
We gotta come up with a mock draft. We'll do a first round mock draft. That'll be one of our episodes closer to the draft in April.
Okay.
But now we're on the AFC North here.
AFC North. Last AFC?
This is the last AFC before we go to the least.
Where you want to start?
Steelers.
Kenny Pickett stays.
KPP. Yeah,
and hopefully he takes leaps.
I think that he will be a good quarterback. Don't wink at me.
That's my guy.
Not right now.
That's my guy, Kenny Pickett. You know this.
Yeah, I mean, you overvalue him in fantasy or dynasty football, but
he's got huge hands, bro. His hands are ginormous. Have you seen his hands?
He's always wearing protection though, so it doesn't matter how big they are. It's the motion, not the size. I fuck that saying.
Kenny Pickett could palm a basketball with like both hands. He could just palm basketballs if he wanted.
You're trying to be funny because everybody says he has small hands, right? That's the joke. Because he wears a glove, everyone thinks
that was his whole knock when he got drafted last year. Oh, his hands are too small. His hands are too small. All right.
Well, I mean, I think he's gonna have a good year next year. That's my
shit. He looked good last year,
but they did not win a lot of football.
Yeah, they did.
9-8. Whoa, they're 9-8. Yeah. Never mind. They won 4 at the end of the year. Never mind. He caught fire at the end of the year.
Yeah, they ended up having a good season last year. They were only one game out of the playoffs too, I think.
There for a while. It looked rough. That's why I just stopped following Kenny Pickett. I guess. Sorry, Kenny. Shout out Lucas Kroll.
All right, let's go to Cincinnati. What do you think about Joe Burrow?
Yeah. Yes.
That's you think he stays?
Say. Joe Shiesty. What's your favorite Joe Burrow nickname?
I just like saying Burr.
Joe Burrow.
Not even Joe Burrow. Just Burr. You know who I'm talking about if I say Burr.
Burr? Like that kind of Burr or just Burr?
Just like, can we turn the heat up a little bit? I'm getting cold.
Like Burr. It's cold in here. There must be some toros in the atmosphere. I said, hey, it's
bro, settle down.
Browns.
Oh, we're going to Cleveland?
Brown stains.
This has got to be your boy, Deshaun Watson.
Not my fucking boy.
All right, your boy Deshaun Watson stays put. What do you think?
Jacoby Brissett. Just kidding. Yeah, Deshaun Watson. They paid him way too much money. The fact that they're already trying to restructure his deal is hilarious.
Deshaun's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Big decision time because for some reason you have Lamar Jackson going somewhere else.
This was tough.
I have Lamar Jackson on Raven.
This was tough for
Who the hell is Tyler Huntley, Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley is a starting quarterback for the Ravens?
I got Huntley.
Do you think he's good? Question mark?
Nope, I don't. No, I don't, but I think they think he's good.
I think he's like Tyrod Taylor. Is that racist?
Yeah.
Again?
I mean, we should just title this episode Peanuts Racist Comments.
Okay, he's like fucking... What's it? Matt Castle.
Compare him to a white guy.
That Matt Castle. He's like Matt Castle. Is that better? That's like that's what I was going for. Is like the fill-in guy you can just call upon and he's there and plays good football. Like Matt Castle, I don't think.
I mean, look, dude. If you're the Ravens and you do make this decision to trade away Lamar, you take the L on next year, and you have picks. Get a guy next year with your picks. Draft well. You'll be right in good position. I mean, anyway, you got Joe Burrow in that division. You got that division's really not that good, really, but the Browns could be pretty good next year. Fair to say.
Yeah, I like Nick Chubb, and whoever plays quarterback and hands that ball off to him. So Kevin Stefanski is a good coach too. I will stand by that.
So yeah, take the year off, Baltimore. Run it with Huntley. See what happens. Maybe you got a good player out of Huntley. I don't think so, but maybe you do. And then you got a bunch of picks.
Pro Bowler. Don't disrespect him.
Then you got a bunch of picks, and you didn't have to Pay Lamar all that money.
Do you honestly think Lamar's not worth that money?
No, I think he is. Yes.
Personally.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Good.
But
you just don't think the Ravens might
yeah,
not
why have they not paid him by now? It's insane. It's crazy.
Yeah. He might be one of the best quarterbacks ever.
Dude, if they tag him,
by the end of his
if they tag him this year, he's gonna be pissed off. He's not gonna want to be tagged.
But that gives them a bigger time to renegotiate a
I mean,
contract.
if he gets exclusive franchise but it's tag, still bullshit. He don't want to be tagged. He don't want to be tagged.
That's true. And he's his own agent too. He doesn't have an agent. I love him.
I love Lamar. I hope he goes to wherever he ends up, he's still awesome. But I hope he goes to Atlanta. Atlanta pays him a piss ton of money and he balls. Mm-hmm. Or wherever the hell he ends up.
I don't think he leaves Baltimore, but that would be really Atlanta would be a great spot, especially with Marcus Mariota. I mean, he's a way better Marcus Mariota.
But yeah, that was my big one was Lamar moving. I don't have Rodgers moving. I don't have anything crazy happening, but all right, let's go to the NFC Beast. Let's finish this thing off.
NFC least. Here we go. Jalen Hurts, where is he playing at? Because nobody's mentioned him yet. Is he getting traded to the Cowboys? Is he getting traded to the Giants?
Jalen Hurts is going
to be traded to the.
He's going to sign a monster contract with the Philadelphia Eagles this offseason, and I'm gonna be happy.
They want that loser.
Yeah, he's gonna sign a $200-something million contract, and it's gonna be great.
Let me say this directly to Austin Basson. Jalen Hurts is Carson Wentz 2.0. And now let me recant that statement because Jalen Hurts is him. I just wanted Austin to freak out a little bit right there. But yeah, no, he's obviously not going to go anywhere. They should pay him $50 million a year.
Probably more.
Whatever they pay Lamar. Yeah, whatever they pay Lamar, whatever they pay Mahomes, like he's up there at this point. I mean,
I think Hurts should be paid more than both of them guys.
Mahomes?
No, Hurts. Hurts should get paid more than any quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, Hurts should. Why?
Just because.
More than Mahomes?
Yeah.
Why?
So it'll fuck up the Eagles roster.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You like salad, dude.
Yeah, pay him. Give him all your money. Do it.
So you're being facetious this entire time. Fuck you, dude.
But yeah, Hurts is staying put. He's awesome, and he deserves a lot of money. Giants. Daniel Jones.
I don't believe
Daniel Jones stays home.
Yeah,
I think they tag him.
How much do you think he was?
I think
honestly, at this point,
I think they tag him.
Which
is kind of crazy because he's not even worth a tag. Really.
He might.
I guess.
See, I hate all white quarterbacks except for Daniel Jones. So
you got Jones. You got Jones staying too.
Yeah, and I would absolutely love it if they signed him long term. I'm buying stock in Danny Dimes.
That's dangerous.
He used to. Well, yeah, he's dangerous with the football in his hands, and not normally in a good way. So, it feels weird that I hate Trevor Lawrence. Apparently, I hate Carson Wentz. Apparently, I love Danny Dimes.
Yeah, we'll see. That division, the NFC Beast, is gonna be pretty competitive next year too. Because I really don't think the Commanders are far away either. To be honest, the Cowboys and Eagles obviously are at the top of that division as of now. But the Commanders and Giants, Giants snuck in to the playoffs, and Commanders had
they got in a couple.
And they were in it late this year.
Yeah.
Before Ron Rivera forgot they could be eliminated.
And they put in that one guy who's just the worst football player in the world that we're not going to name anymore. He's like Voldemort. Sorry.
Who?
Thou who shall not be named.
Who? Oh, Carson Wentz. I'm tripping.
Shh. All right. Who's the commies quarterback?
Commanders. Richardson. Anthony Richardson.
Oh, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, we got Bryce Young.
Can
we have both of them?
You have Bryce Young in mind. So Commanders at Holy shit. They're at 16.
Do you think Anthony's going to fall that far? Or do they have to trade up at that point?
Yeah, I guess. I just thought it was
I
a
think
good
it would be very
fit.
smart. It would be. I think Eric Bieniemy getting a rookie quarterback would be awesome. It'd be fun to see what the rookie quarterback could do, but I don't think that's what Eric Bieniemy is looking to do. I think he's looking to implement some of his stuff, show that he can call an offense, win some football games, and I think that's directly going to correlate into who they put in at quarterback, and I don't think it's going to be a rookie, in my opinion.
Okay, I got Anthony Richardson. Who you got?
Taylor Heineke.
Ooh, you got Heineke.
Got that promo. Yeah, I think he's a winner.
I think he deserves it.
I fucking hate Carson Wentz. He does. He has deserved it, and they keep taking it away from him.
He should have ended the season last year. They shouldn't have put Wentz back in.
He
You remember when
deserves
I was
it,
all
damn
fired
it.
up when that was going on? I was like, why is Heineke not playing? You remember that?
No, I just remember you talking about Carson Wentz being a good quarterback, and anyways, no, I don't remember that.
Well, it pissed me
You're
off when
lying
the
again?
Commanders did that. No, I swear.
Okay, I can't tell if you're lying or not.
Okay. You got
Okay.
Heineke coming back. All right, let's finish it with the Big D. Dak Prescott. He ain't going nowhere. I'm mad at him right now. I'm really not happy with him.
Oh no!
But
Trouble in paradise.
he's gonna be better next year. He's gonna be better. We're gonna make some changes around him, surround him with more talent, and he's gonna improve off of his failures, and that's just the way it is. And it's gonna be great. He's actually working on restructuring his contract right now too. Did you see that?
Well, he makes a lot of
Yeah,
money.
he does. So yeah, Cowboys are gonna have a bounce back year from
Where's
Dak
Cooper
next
Kush
year.
going?
Cooper Rush, maybe
Cooper
he
Kush.
backs up in Miami. How about that?
Give me that. I'm all
You like
for
that
it.
idea?
See, there's two quarterbacks that I have. So I have a couple of special categories, as I mentioned before. Two of them are here. Let me do this. So I have the Hall of Fame. These are quarterbacks that belong in the Hall of Fame category, not necessarily
Belong in the Hall of
in
Fame.
the Hall of Fame, but they're my Hall of Famers right here. Cam Newton, Cooper Kush. My Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Graveyard quarterbacks, Carson Wentz. Go fuck yourself, Carson. I think I've said that a million times today. How are you in the NFL? That category, Nathan Peterman.
Peterman. Where's he at?
Last I heard, he was in the Raiders.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Like, who the fuck are you
'Cause,
talking about?
Jared Stidham.
Yeah.
I forget. He's also a guy that. we're gonna
No,
watch.
Nathan
Maybe he's
Peterman,
starting
is he a
quarterback.
Bear?
Bro, he shouldn't be anywhere. Not to be that guy.
Yeah,
that couch
he is a
quarterback
Bear.
guy.
He started a game this year when
Okay, that's.
am I
what it was.
remembering that right?
He used to be a.
Did he start when Fields was hurt? And then their backup got hurt too.
Probably.
So then he played. I think. Yeah. Yeah, he did. And then I think he might have got hurt too. That was a whole ordeal. Who's the Bears' backup quarterback? What was his? Something with an S. Is that right? I don't know. I'm getting off track, but continue. Was that your list? Is it Peterman ended it?
Yeah, Peterman is the. How are you in the NFL? Do you have any extra categories you would like to share, or any superlatives you would like to give to other quarterbacks?
No, I am thinking off the top of the head. I mentioned Baker, but I crossed him out, so we both didn't have Baker on a team next year.
I think he could be. On the
Well,
team next year. I
as a
just don't
starter
think
next
he's gonna
year.
start.
Yeah.
I mean, he played good enough in LA, but not starting.
I'm trying. We didn't name Winston. Jameis.
Yeah, he's under contract in New Orleans. I would assume that they cut him if they get Derek Carr, because that's where I have Derek Carr on. So
Trying to think of guys that didn't make the cut. Mariota, he didn't make the cut. You didn't have him anywhere, right?
no, he's a backup.
Yeah. That's it.
Hmm.
I think it was a good episode, man.
Yeah, so I look forward to you getting me a jersey of whatever the fuck I want.
Who would you pick right now? Current Panther. They have to be current. Let's
Oh,
make that a rule too. I'm not just gonna get you
I
a
got
Cam or a McCaffrey. Ooh, you rocking the horn.
I got a JC Horny jersey on right now. A JC Horny jersey. That's who I'm rocking. So I already have him. This is fake jersey though. I don't buy real jerseys. So is this a real jersey buy?
Yeah, let's do it. Real jersey.
Yeah. I don't know. I really like Deontay Foreman if they bring him back. DJ Moore. I'm going Brian Burns. That's gonna be my pick.
Brian Burns.
Who you got? Yeah. Who's your pick gonna be?
Probably CD or Micah. I don't have any current Cowboys jerseys. I have a Tony Romo jersey. That's the only jersey I have, and JP gave that to me.
Yeah.
So,
how old were you?
I was
14.
16.
16. Yeah. You little baby.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy to think
man.
about, bro. That was forever ago.
We need Juan Pablo on here.
Yeah, for real. All right, let's wrap this up.
Yeah. Well, appreciate you guys coming out, watching YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you are. We're getting ready I think the episode already posted on YouTube by now. I had it scheduled for 5 o'clock my time. So I think it actually already posted.
Sweet.
So I'm going to get so we're going to get the links out for episode 1. Episode 2 will be out. We're going to aim for, hopefully this is a Tuesday episode release, and then we'll just keep doing Tuesdays, Wednesday releases, something like that.
We'll figure that out.
Try to stay in the middle of the week. Friday makes it weird to get out that way if one of us has plans out of town, that kind of thing. We'll figure it out later. But you got to hear all of our quarterback predictions. All of mine are right. All of Chandler's are wrongs. Yeah, great episode. Next episode, what are we thinking? We're gonna be in free agency draft time.
Let's just talk about all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we got combine stuff. We'll have to keep an eye out. I'm not sure how much college football you watch, but I don't necessarily know anything past the top level guys. So combines this weekend. We'll get to see some guys perform at the combine. They're talking to some quarterbacks. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers news is going to come out, so we might have a whole smorgasbord of offseason stuff to talk about next week. Maybe even some coaches hired.
Yeah,
because there's still some guys that need to be some places. It's gonna be all over the place. But another good episode with your boy Nut and Bag of Dicks.
Yep. Hope everyone enjoyed episode 2. Hopefully everybody enjoyed episode 1. If y'all are watching now, then you did enjoy, I think. If you didn't enjoy, then share it and talk about how much you hate us with somebody. But
we're men, so we don't give a fuck about our feelings either. So we're strong, independent, and we're just gonna keep posting anyways.
Yeah. So if you do like this, share it and like it and comment and all that stuff. If you didn't, then send it to somebody and then like it and comment and talk shit and then
talk shit on us, please. I dare you.
On us.
I dare you. All right.
Episode 2 done. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Peace out.